Good morning. Good morning to everyone. My name is Suresh, working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic Jogabet. And today we have a class about next class. So differences between the uh, two-stroke and four-stroke engines, and next one wall timing diagram also. Right? We will discuss about the today's class. So on or before we need to discuss in previous class. So what we have discussed in last class, we discussed about the working of a four-stroke petrol engine and next working of two-stroke petrol engine. So working of four-stroke petrol engine means it is a consisting of the fuel is air and fuel is entering into the engine cylinder through the intake valve, and in suction stroke, in compression stroke, the charge will be compressed. In expansion stroke or power stroke, the ignited by with help of spark plug. And next one, in fourth one is the expansion stroke is the we will go with the already burnt gases which are there they will escape from the exhaust valve, right? That is the main thing, right? In this connection, again same as it is, we are going to discussed already in previous class working of two-stroke petrol engine. So working of two-stroke petrol engine same as the, but the revolutions of crankshaft will be complete in one revolution. The four strokes will complete in one revolution in two-stroke petrol engine, and crankshaft will move uh, only two only two will run the to revolve the two revolutions of crankshaft for producing of one power stroke. That is the main thing. Right now we will discuss about the next thing, next today's class. So first one is the first today class we will discuss know the differences between the two-stroke engines and four-stroke engines. What are the main comparison between the two-stroke engine and four-stroke engines? So next second one, know the differences between the diesel engines and petrol engine. In this class, we will discuss about these two topics. First one is the differences between the two-stroke engine and four-stroke engines. And next one is the know the differences between the two-stroke and diesel engines and petrol engine. Diesel engines means compressed ignitions. Petrol engines means spark ignitions. So that is the mainly, right? So we will discuss here. So first one is the what is the differences between the two-stroke engine, four-stroke engine. In two-stroke engine, we have provided ports. Ports will be provided. That is the inlet port and outlet port. In four-stroke petrol engine requires valves. Inlet valve and outlet valve is the main thing. So the ports are functioning will be the same, but at the same time the valves functioning will be the same. The for in suction stroke in two-stroke engine or four-stroke engine, the air and fuel will be entering into the engine cylinder through the suction strokes, suction port, inlet port, and inlet valve, and exhaust the already burnt gases through the exhaust port and exhaust valve. So function will be the same, but we can call it as a in two-stroke engine. We will call it as a ports, and next one is the four-stroke engine. We can call it as a valves only. So next one, second point, all the events are completed in two strokes of the piston, one revolution of crank. While revolvement of crank in one revolution, all the events are completed. And all the events means suction, compression, power, exhaust. These are the four events will be completed in one revolution. In one revolution, one power stroke will be produced. Then next one, in the four-stroke engine, all the events are completed in four-stroke, two revolutions of crank. So two revolutions of crankshaft is there. So two revolutions will be completed in for the one power stroke. That is the main thing. The main difference is the what is the difference between the two-stroke engine? What is the difference between the four-stroke engine? The revolutions of crankshaft. So one revolution in two-stroke engine, one revolutions completed all the events like suction, compression, power, exhaust. It will be completed in one revolution only. At the same time, four-stroke engine, there is a two revolutions of crankshaft. Two revolutions of crankshaft. So two revolutions of crankshaft means it's a completely the revolutions will be completed in two revolutions. Only the power will be get in one stroke only. That is the main thing. So in two stroke engine, torque is more uniform because of the size of engine will be the very less an amount of size. So that is the main thing. So that is the main. So we can call it as a generally we can right. So we can call it as a the torque is more uniform and less uniform. In four-stroke engine, uniform or less because of it will be completed for two revolutions of crankshaft. That is the main thing. SFC is more, right? Next in SFC is less in four-stroke engines. Next to low thermal efficiency in two-stroke engine, high thermal efficiency in the four-stroke engine. Again, and next one uh, employed in employed in light duty vehicles for the two stroke engines like mopeds, Luna, like two stroke engines or some little bit amount of bikes, otherwise scooters. These are the RLML Vespa, or these are the almost all light duty vehicles, two stroke engines and two stroke engines. And four stroke engines are employed in heavy duty vehicles like cars, whatever may be cars, more than the size of cars. In present days, bikes also are coming, four stroke engines also there, right? So that is the heavy duty vehicles. Generally, it is suitable for the four stroke engines, right? It is the main thing, right? Then next one, the charge of first enters into the crankcase in two stroke engine. The charge will be entered into the crankcase, and that therefore crankcase is made gas tight. So while entering the uh, two stroke engines, again volumetric efficiency is low due to the lesser time for suction. So the amount of suction time, at the same time the amount of charges maximally it will take less, but for the four stroke engine volumetric efficiency is more time for suction because of the maximum amount of air will be entering, maximum amount of air will be entering into the engine cylinder. In two stroke engines only the less amount of charge will be deposited into the engine cylinder. So next one, elimination of suction and exhaust strokes minimize the frictional losses. So we have in two stroke engines elimination of suction and exhaust strokes. So minimize the frictional losses. Some amount of frictional losses will be occurred. So in four stroke engine maximum amount of frictional losses are there. So consume more lubricating oil in two stroke engines. Otherwise because of in two stroke engine lubrication oil will be directly mixed to the in petrol only directly two stroke engines, but the in maximum less severe um, consumes less amount of lubricating oil in four stroke engines, right? In four stroke engines, right? That is the mainly, right? Then more wear and tear, more noise in operation of two stroke engines generally. At the same time, less wear and tear and less noise in operation in four stroke engines. Again, one power stroke for each revolution of crankshaft in two stroke engines, one power stroke for two revolutions of crankshaft. The basic difference is the two stroke and four stroke is the, so this is the scavenging is less effective. Scavenging means unburnt gases, so it is a less effective in two stroke engines, but scavenging is more effective means unburnt gases will be released from the exhaust pipe. Sometimes the unburned gases will be placed in the engine cylinder also. That is the main due to the mainly the consumption. At the same time ignition will take time. It will take some little bit amount of more time than the ignition time, right? In two stroke engines lighter in flywheel is there, right? Flywheel in lighter in there. Next one, heavier amount of flywheel is provided in the in heavy four stroke engines generally we are using, generally employed light duty vehicles such as scooters, motorcycles, hand sprayers. So these are the two-stroke engines where we are using in fields each and everything. At the same time, generally employed four-stroke engines generally employed heavy-duty vehicles such as cars, buses, trucks, tractors, power generator units. So these are the all vehicles are using for the four-stroke engine. So that is one more main thing, right? In this again, in two-stroke engine, the charge first enter into the crankcase, and therefore crankcase is made gas tight. At the same time, again in four-stroke engine, the charge is directly admitted into the engine cylinder. Right, the charge is directly admitted into the engine cylinder, but the two-stroke engine, the charge is first entered into the crankcase, and therefore crankcase is made gas tight. So how much amount of gas will be entered into the engine cylinder? It may be become a maximum amount of tight. All events are completed in two stroke of the piston, one revolution of crankshaft. That is a one. There is one power stroke for every revolution, right? In four stroke all events are completed in four stroke of the piston are two revolutions of crankshaft. That is therefore one power stroke for every two revolutions of crankshaft. So that is the main torque more uniform in two stroke engines, and this requires light and flywheel. Already we discussed about light flywheel already, but here is the torque is less amount of torque, but in four stroke torque is not uniform because of revolution of crankshaft, and requires a heavier amount of wheel are using, right? Volume, these are the specific fuel consumption is more due to the fuel loss through exhaust, right? Right, in two stroke engines specific fuel consumption is more, specific fuel consumption is more due to fuel loss through exhaust. In four stroke engine specific fuel consumption is less. The gases are exhausted by the piston itself. The gases are exhausted by the piston itself. It means piston will transfer the exhaust gases through the engine cylinder through the exhaust valve only. So that is the mainly we are using, right? That is the more more wear and tear and more noise in operation two stroke engines, and less wear and tear, less amount of noise in we are going in operation in four stroke engines. So these are the main differences between the two stroke and four stroke engines, right? Next one we will discuss about the petrol engine and diesel engines. Petrol engines means a spark ignition, and next one diesel engine, it is a compressed ignition. Because of spark ignition means by ignition of fuel with help of spark plug, and at the same time in diesel engine ignition with help of fuel injector pump is provided. Only the in petrol engines only the so we will discuss each and everything. First one works on the Otto cycle, diesel cycle. On diesel cycle, it means Otto means it is a name of one, it is a name of one scientist name based on Otto. So works on the Otto cycle, right? Suction, compression, power, exhaust. At the same time diesel engine works on the diesel cycle. It is also name indicator of diesel of one of scientist also. Next one, petrol and gaseous fuels are used in petrol engines. Only in petrol and gaseous fuels also used. Present we are using in gas cars also, gas vehicles also. Present we are using separate arrangement will be provided in petrol engines. Diesel engines vehicles we are using only diesel heavy oils are we are using. Next one, in petrol engines uh, uh, low amount of compression ratio 10 is to 1 in petrol engine. 10 is to 1 ratio of compression ratio it's maintained, means 10% of air, 1% of fuel. At the same time in diesel engines high compression ratio, that is the 16 is to 1, 16% of air, 1 to 22% of 1 to 22% of fuel is used, general compression ratio. So that is the amount of mixture is entering into the engine cylinder. Here also low amount of 10% of air, 1% of petrol are using in the engine cylinder, entered into the engine cylinder. It will be burned by the spark plug, and diesel engines it will be burned by the fuel injection pump, right? Here the petrol engines, all petrol engines are spark ignition engines. Spark plug is provided for the to ignite the total entire engine cylinder inside the engine cylinder. At the same time, diesel engines compression ignition. Compression ignition means the air is entering into the engine cylinder, the only fresh air will be compressed. So while compressed compressed air to supply the less amount of fuel through fuel injector, so it may be completely ignited. So by supplying of fuel, whenever supplying the fuel to the engine cylinder by ignited, it will be ignited, right? Next one, initial cost is low, right? At the same time, low thermal efficiency. Its efficiency is very low because of petrol engines are using for the a small amount of size of vehicles, a small amount of systems are using. At the same time, high thermal efficiency means heavy size of vehicles are we are using for the high thermal efficiency. And next one, initial cost is low, right? Initial cost is low for the petrol engines, generally scooters, bikes, like otherwise spraying guns, sprayers, so whatever maybe we are using, initial cost is low for the petrol engines, and the initial cost is high for the diesel engines because of its a need maximum size of cylinder engines will be there. So there are number of is there, right? High maintenance cost and low maintenance cost. Next, applied for light duty vehicles, petrol engines all. At the same time, applied for heavy duty vehicles. So you can observe one more thing is there. So you can observe works on the fuel in petrol engines. So only petrol is the main ingredient for the petrol used gaseous fuels. In diesel engines, only diesel we are using. And then next one, ignition takes ignition takes place due to the spark requires spark plug and ignition system. In petrol engines or SI engines, ignition takes place due to the spark required spark plug and the ignition system. Uh, in diesel engines, self ignition due to the high temperature of compressed air, right? And does not require spark plug for the spark plug and ignition system, right? That is the main thing. Thermal efficiency, low amount of thermal efficiency, that is the about to 25% of thermal efficiency for the petrol engines. Higher thermal efficiency in the diesel engines, that is the higher thermal efficiency is about more than 25%. It means 40% of thermal efficiency is more, right, in diesel engines. Light duty, lighter due to the low compression ratio and low peak pressure. Peak pressure will be the low in petrol engines. And next one, heavier weight in weight, diesel engines heavier due to high compression ratio and high peak pressure. High peak pressure also more. Next one, initial cost is low, right? Cost as per the cost of petrol engines, cost is low, but maintenance is costly due to the high cost of fuel. So because of generally we are observing in our daily, petrol is the more price than the diesel. So that is the one more is the disadvantages. It is a more amount of maintenance cost will be the for the petrol engines. And for diesel engines, initial cost is high at the same time, but maintenance cost is low due to the diesel cost of diesel is less than the petrol. So always we know that the cost of diesel is always less than the petrol. That is the main thing for to maintenance cost is less for the diesel engines, right? So applications, generally we are applications light duty vehicles like light duty scooters, motors into a which were petrol engines, cycles, cars, these are we are using, right? CA engines develops large power and generally used for heavy duty vehicles such as tractors, trucks, buses, so which are which are using in heavy duty vehicles. These are the main comparison for that. So we are using, so that is the main thing. And next one, valves are using for the to operating the inlet valve and operating valve. So valve diagram represents the opening and closing of the valves with reference to the position of the crank. So valve timing diagram also one more is provided in engines, post-stroke engines. So valves will be operated with the help of a valve timing diagram. Valve timing diagram means by rotation of crank from 0 degrees to 360 degrees, 360 degrees to 720 degrees. Based on that, so we are going to refer that valve timing diagram. Right now we will already what we are discussed right now up to right now what we are discussed. Once we are checking one thing, what is the comparison of two stroke engine and four stroke engine, comparison of diesel engines and petrol engine. And two stroke engines does not require the valves and only ports are using. In four stroke engines what we are doing, only valves are using, inlet valve and outlet valve is there. And next one, the charge, the first in two stroke engines, the charge first enters into the crankcase, and therefore crankcase is made goes gas is tight. In four stroke engines the charge is directly admitted into the engine cylinder, right? So that is the one more differences. All events are completed in two stroke engines, all events are completed in only all events are completed in the one revolution, right? Suction, compression, power and exhaust, it will be completed the movement of crank in one revolution only. At the same time all events are completed four stroke engines in two revolutions of crankshaft moving, two revolutions of crankshaft moving, right? So crankshaft that is the, there is power stroke for every two revolutions, right? Each and every cycle one power stroke is provided, that is the every two revolutions it will be produced only one power stroke, that is the main thing, main reason. So at the same time torque is more uniform in petrol engines, right? And thus the requires lighter in flywheel, right? Lighter in flywheel. In four stroke engines torque is not uniform and requires heavier amount of flywheel. What is the function of flywheel? The flywheel is a function is that to store the energy, how much amount of energy will be developed in the engine cylinder, the flywheel is completely store the engine cylinder. So mainly and there's the, in two stroke engines flywheel is mandatory to store the energy. At the same in this also a flywheel required, but the size of the flywheel is need more amount of size because of maximum amount of energy will be developed in the diesel engines, right? Maximum amount of energy will be developed in the four stroke engines. So we need to store the energy with the help of heavy size of flywheel is need. Next, volumetric efficiency is due to less time for suction. So volumetric efficiency in two stroke engine, so volumetric efficiency is more due to the more time for the suction. So that is the main thing, right? Next, elimination of suction and exhaust strokes minimize the frictional losses, and more frictional losses in four stroke engine. Two stroke engines there is a minimum, right? Thermal efficiency is low because of they are using less amount of using. At the same time here is the thermal efficiency is heavy because of here maximum amount of fuel we are using. At the same time maximum amount of heavy amount of heat will be developed in the four stroke engines. That is the main thing, right? Right, elimination of next one, consumes more lubricating oil in two stroke engines. At the same time four stroke in four stroke less wear and tear and less noise in operation. So this is the main comparison, more wear and tear in two stroke engines and more noise in operation of two stroke engines. While running maximum amount of energy will be, more amount of noise will be raised in the two stroke engines. At the same time four stroke engines less amount of wear and tear and less noise in operations. So that is the main thing, right? Generally employed in light duty vehicles such as scooters, motorcycles and hand sprays. Generally employed in heavy duty vehicles such as cars, buses, trucks, tractors and power generating units are using in four stroke engines, right? Now there is a comparison of diesel engine and petrol engines. Petrol engine or diesel engines generally basic is the fuel are using in petrol engine petrol and gases. In diesel engines diesel and heavy oils also we are using, right? Diesel and heavy oils. Next, basic cycle based on the principle of cycle, auto cycle, and at the same time next one it's using uh, a diesel cycle, based on the diesel cycle. Next one, a mixture of air and fuel introduced during the suction stroke requires a carburetor in petrol engines. Only the air introduced during the suction stroke requires fuel injector. So only the fuel will be directly entering into the engine cylinder. So there is no need of any carburetor in diesel engine. Only carburetor is required in petrol engines. Next, compression ratio in petrol engine 10 is to 1, and next one, compression ratio high in diesel engines ranges from 16 is to 1 to 22 is to 1. That is the in diesel engines. Ignition takes place due to the spark requires a spark plug and ignition system in petrol engines. In SI engines, and self ignition due to high temperature of compressed air. So while whenever compressing the air get the maximum amount of temperature, so does not requires a spark plug, no need of, only the ignition system will be ignition is need only the already the compressed air and its temperature is more, so no need of carbon spark plug is no need in diesel engines, right? And next one, low thermal efficiency in petrol engines, right? Low thermal efficiency, compression ratio, the thermal efficiency about 25%. In diesel engines, higher amount of thermal efficiency is due to high compression ratio. Thermal efficiency is about 40%, right? That is the main thing, right? Next, weight of the vehicle. Weight means in petrol engine less amount of weight, at the same time heavier due to heavy compression ratio. What is the main reason for the due to weight? Compression ratio is more, at the same time heavier due to high compression ratio and high peak pressure. High amount of peak pressure also developed in that, right? Then next, cost. Initial cost is low, but maintenance cost is due to the high cost of fuel, right? In diesel, initial cost is high but maintenance cost is low due to the cost of fuel, right? That is the main thing. Next, therefore less power and generally used for light duty vehicles, petrol engines like scooters, motors, motorcycles, right? That is the main thing. And develops the large power and generally used for high duty vehicles such as tractors, trucks, buses. These are the main comparisons. At the same time, what are the advantages? So we will go with help of advantages and disadvantages of SI engine. So sparking ignition in over the compressed ignition. SI engines offers following. What are the advantages of spark ignition engines? Initial cost is less for given output. It is a lighter in weight and occupies less amount of space, right? Next, for due to low compression, it is easy to start, right? It is a easy to start of which one? SI engines. And next one, fluctuation of speed is minimum and thus the request lighter in flywheel. Fluctuations of speed is minimum amount of speed, right? At the same time, thus the request lighter flywheel. However, SI engines, spark ignition engines possess the following limitations. What are the limitations of spark? Request costly fuel and maintenance cost is high, right? Chances of pre-ignition of charge are more, while charge is sending more amount of, it will be pre-ignited. So we need actually in power stroke, but whenever supplying the more amount of fuel to the engine cylinder, it will be ignited by pre-ignited. So less dependable and suitable only for light duty vehicles, right? Petrol SI engines all are suitable for only light duty vehicles only. So that is the main comparison for that. That is the main comparison for that. These are the main limitations of SI engines over the CI engines, compressed ignition engines. These are the main thing we are using, right? That is the main. And once again I am telling about the what are the advantages. SI engines, spark ignition engines offer the following advantages over the CI engines. Initial cost is less, and next, for given output, it is a lighter in weight and occupies less amount of space. Due to low compression, it is easy to start, Again third one, fluctuation of speed is minimum and thus requires lighter flywheel, right? Lighter. However, SI engines, spark ignition engines, possess the following limitations. First one, requires costly fuel and maintenance cost is high. And next one, chances of pre-ignition of charge are more deposited, more entered into the engine cylinder, less dependable and suitable for only light duty vehicles. Petrol engines already which are we are using, each and everything we are using in lighter in duty vehicles. So these are the completely using of uh, petrol engines, right? What are the small amount of questions? The thermal efficiency of a two-stroke engine when compared to four-stroke engine is less, right? In petrol engine, if petrol is used in diesel engine, then so what will happen? Low power will be produced, efficiency will be low, higher knocking will occur, black smoke will be produced. The main higher knocking will occur. Higher knocking means so maximum amount of consumption of fuel it will be more, right? A petrol engine has compression ratio approximately, so how much amount of 60 to 6 to 10 compression ratio, say, 6% of petrol 10% of air. And next to the speed of petrol engines when compared to diesel engines, always low. Petrol engines always less amount of speed than the compared to the diesel engines, right. There is a number of power strokes in two revolutions, right. One or two revolutions of crankshaft in four stroke, that is the only one is the answer, right. Sufficient fuel consumption, specific fuel consumption of two stroke engines, then 4 dash, then 4 stroke engine, then more than 4 stroke engines. So what is the frequently asked questions, like write the comparison of 4 stroke engines and 2 stroke engines. Next, to compare the spark ignition and compressed ignition. These are the questions will get in exams. So this is your, so next assignment is secondary, right. These are the frequently asked question in exams, right. Thank you, thanks to everyone.